Hello.
Walking on broken. If you're gonna sing, at least sing it with me. Oh god. For those of you in the chat, I need to know how the audio sounds. Let me know if I'm too loud. If they're not loud enough, the music might be too loud. These are things that only matter to the pre-show or the live show, and not so much to the podcast stuff, because I edit together and we all sound the same. All this. That's not the same melody.
You tried.
I did. Whatever. Give me some credit, man.
I just did. I said you tried.
Walking on broken.
No.
You guys say walking on twice, man. You guys say walking on broken. Yeah. You slowed down, and I tried to match you. You fucked the melody.
It was Mumble. Mumble fucked us up.
Oh, it was Mumble. We Mumbies? Mumbies fucked up.
Stop it.
What?
Don't say mumbies.
Don't say.
Is that like a black slur or something?
Don't say mumbies.
Don't say mumbies.
You don't know about my people.
They're slightly louder than me. Okay.
Mumbies triggered.
Yeah, mumbies. Give me those sweet, sweet mumbies. See, that's the thing I do with Alex. Like, we turn things into E's. Like, cummies.
You guys didn't invent cummies.
I know we didn't, but we do say it.
You wish you did.
We do say it.
It's a thing we definitely say.
You know us.
That's great.
You guys
Good to know. I don't want to know the context.
Must do cool shit, right? Right, Chris?
They just talk about birds all the time, man.
That's why they're
There you
together.
go.
They just have bird love.
Oh, so you guys like fucking put your talons in each other?
Okay, what the hell?
I assuming they're. I'm
Is that your version of bird sex, Sam?
No, well, that's like birds of prey or great falcon sex.
Falcon
Right?
sex.
Great
Okay.
falcon, not regular. Great.
Great falcon.
Dire
Great falcons.
Oh. You got, but you know what I'm talking about? Where you do like cute shit, right?
Yeah, okay.
That's all I do.
Like you put your finger in the other person's bum and you go, "Yeah,
Okay.
let me get my finger in your
In
bum."
your bum.
Okay, I can't relate to that one.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
that I can't.
Yeah, I can't
I
say
see
I can
your
relate to that one.
You're smiling, so like surely you must understand.
Yeah, but chat doesn't know I'm smiling, so they're on my side. Chat,
Oh.
Kappa 1, 2, 3 if you agree with me.
No! Don't encourage.
There's no chat.
There's no weeb shit in my chat, please.
Keep
There
the
is.
weeb shit going.
No.
Weeb
If you're
boys.
subscribed to Pbat, give me some Pbat lewd.
No.
Oh,
Wee
God.
boys.
If you are subscribed to Fats, give me some French.
Oh my god, I'm
That's French.
surrounded by weebs.
French.
If you're subscribed to
It's okay, Sam.
If you're
I feel your
subscribed to
pain.
Fats, get some Goop Kings.
it's not a yeah right yeah. If you're subscribed to Fats, give me some Goop King.
Stop.
I want to do a Snapchat with that sound. And now you can like slow it down, right? So it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? Instead of it's got to sound awesome, right?
Walking on broken glass.
Is that gonna be in this episode? Walking on broken glass. Oh god, wouldn't that be awful if we did a whole episode of a musical episode?
Yeah, it would be.
We should actually like write the music and that'd be super fun, right? Everybody?
Yeah, sorry.
Pbat smiles and tries to pull something out of his teeth. What are you doing?
I was getting my leg out of a bear trap.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Your penis is trapped in something?
Don't worry about it.
What happened? What happened to Timmy? His dick stuck in the well.
I thought it was a giant pussy, Mom. I thought so. It's a deep one. It's awful cold, though. I thought it was.
Please,
Thought
Trigger,
it was a giant
Sam.
pussy, Mom.
you must stop at some point.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to get my rocks off, Mom. Didn't know my dick was gonna get
Jesus.
stuck in the well. I didn't know. I swear, Mom.
I can't stand you.
I'm just a little bit overweight and have a lisp, but
You're
I
on
know
my list
what
of people I
good
can't
fucking
stand.
is, Mom. I know good fucking. Good fucking is a big old whale in a bucket.
Alright. So, okay.
Come on, man. That's not the same
That
voice.
was
Why did
that
I
was
even
an
do that?
experience.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here for it.
Of course, I wouldn't leave you.
Yeah, if you leave me, I'll kill you. I'll kill us all.
Walking
Right, babe?
on
Don't you fucking
dead
leave. Don't you fucking leave.
man's hands.
God!
Psycho girlfriend.
Psycho girlfriend. Yeah, like, okay, no, come on, we're gonna do this podcast now, everybody, okay? Because just, Fats, look up from your phone, please. Look up from your phone. We're doing a podcast.
You're gonna do this podcast. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Babe, you can use your phone. Just lock it. Just lock it. Also, you need to assign one of my fingers to the fingerprint reader so I can always look at it.
What the okay, crazy
Just give me one of my fingers, okay? Just let me do it. Just let me do it.
Crazy girlfriend.
Alright, that's enough crazy girlfriend shit. Welcome to Podcast Simulator, everybody. This is episode numero cinco. That's the one where you... That's Cinco de Mayo, right? Oh god, the cat is knocking the volume up! How is that even possible?
It's a Zach attack.
He just like always does this. He like just as I start, he just like he put his hand right. So the dial on my keyboard is like a rotating thingy, and he like slid it up and he knocked the volume up. Christ Almighty!
Can I have one conversation with you without your cat fucking it
I'm
up?
sorry. I'm sorry. All right. So
Zacky attacky.
welcome to the 5th episode of Podcast Simulator. I am your host Smatter. We are joined by my cat Zach and he muted everything! He just fucking puts his head on the mute button. We are joined by my cat, Zach.
Pick him up and move him.
We are joined by, also, by Fats. That's him laughing, chuckling, breathing. Pbat. That's him laughing and typing. And
I'm not typing. My arms are crossed.
You'll
bro.
hear him type. You'll hear him
You can't
type.
just blame it on the black dude.
He's
My
putting
arms
the
are crossed.
typing
I'm sorry,
on
I
you.
get confused. There's so many black guys, you know, it's like, right? You guys,
Yeah.
you guys ever think you're
Right.
the other person?
Right?
You looking for acknowledgement, right? Yeah.
Right? Alright, cool. And we're joined by Cyan, or Juice Chris. I'm gonna call him Chris. 'Cause I'm
Choose
gonna
Chris.
fuck it up. Juice
Not to be
Chris.
confused with JCOM, Chris.
Is that a different
Different
guy?
person. Different person entirely.
Nah, all Chris's are the same. Just like all,
God damn
gay
it.
people.
What?
Alright, so we're a little bit off schedule today. We are doing this on a Saturday instead of a Sunday night. For those of you listening on the actual podcast, that doesn't really matter to you. So thank you all for tuning in at this time. A little bit of a change of schedule. There was a loss in my family, so I will not be able to do this tomorrow night. Thank you for all your kind words for those who said stuff. So I'm glad you're all here, and I'm glad to be doing something positive this weekend. So there's that. And thank you to my panelists, too, for being there, too.
Hi.
Sweet! So let's talk video games.
I still
Oh,
don't
wait,
have
no.
Overwatch.
Oh, wait, no, wait. We can't talk video games. We gotta do a guided meditation. Right?
Guy meditation.
Alright,
Oh,
everybody
no.
close your eyes. If you're Pbat or Cyan, you need to take off your glasses.
I already did, man. I'm way ahead
I
on that
see
one.
I see you've already done that. Alright, close your eyes. So no matter where you are, if you're chilling in a kiddie pool, you're scoping out kiddies at a pool, or if you are scoping at kids in the supermarket because you're a little bit of a creeper, close your eyes. You are on a boat lost at sea. The wind picks up. A gentle breeze brushes the hair on your arm. You admire the hair on your arm because you're a sailor, and all sailors have hairy arms. You admire your own tattoos. It's of a sexy woman, a sexy mer-bitch. Her name is Martha. On days like this, Martha seems to shine extra bright, her tits extra perky. You flex. They're perkier. If you
I'm
flex,
a bitch.
if you guys, come on, we gotta get through this. If you flex enough, it looks like her nips are like small mountains, small peaks, small perky peaks. On cold nights, they're icy peaks, shining right through her mer. I guess she's wearing shells. Yeah, she's wearing shells. Anyway, you can always rely on your mer bitch for when you need her. Guys, stop laughing. We need to get through this. Mer bitch is a very serious term. Okay, they. Fats is fucking dying. I see him laughing. So, you know something big is coming. There's a storm coming. And a big wind picks up. And you thought it was going to be a nice day. Just kidding. You're in the eye of the fucking storm. And you see a huge wall of water approaching you. And like it's like a fucking Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You turn into it because that seems to work and make you take no damage. And you pray to your merbitch, and you pray and you play, but the water is too high. You get pushed over and splash. The boat gets fucking tabletopped. And you sink to the bottom of the ocean, and everything grows cold, cold. You feel the life squeezing out of you. You feel nothing. You go numb. You open your eyes one last time, and there are, on your arm, the best pair of fucking tits you've ever seen. Open your eyes. Thank you all. Thank you for being a part of that. I hope we're appropriately warmed up. Pbat, your mic's doing that thing again.
That's not my mic.
I feel great.
Oh my god. Alright, so you guys feel good? You guys feel good and numb, good and dead?
I feel
Ooh, I should have
great.
done that. Oh,
My
wow,
mer
topical.
bitch.
So mer bitch,
Oh my god.
I apologize to any mer women out there, or mer folk, because mer bitch is a slur, and you know, it was in the context of a meditation, so it's fine.
Mer bitch,
There's
too
no
much.
such thing as a mer bitch. I apologize to all the
Merfolk.
all the kind merfolk out there. So cool. Let's get on with the video game nonsense. Going on right now, BlizzCon. It's actually
BlizzCon.
BlizzCon.
TitsCon.
Mer bitch.
I always found it a bit like BitchCon. Yeah, we're getting to BitchCon this year. We're not booking a room. We're gonna catch some guys and share their room. That's what bitches would do. So
Real
BlizzCon,
life.
I always found it a bit strange that like a company does its own convention on its own games, because it's like they have like 3 universes now, 4 or whatever, and it just seemed kind of like haughty of them to do that.
Well, I don't know. I think it's very justified if you have such a big company with so many different huge games coming out, right? And so many
Yes.
huge games being expanded on. I think it's very justified. Like for me, I thought it was insane when they did Minecon. But like
Minecon.
it's a whole convention centered around Minecraft, just like a single game. I thought that was kind of silly personally. Shout out to Minecraft, but
Got
like
your money
Blizzard,
for
I can
Minecraft.
understand that.
Gold Rush.
Yeah, like with Blizzard, I can understand that they got so many games going on.
Dude, you could have a World of Warcraft con there, enough players
Yes.
for that. Just
Exactly.
that by itself, let alone their other stuff.
Yeah, and they're also bringing in like different kind of player bases now. Like I was never really too interested in Blizzard games. Like I played a little bit of Hearthstone. Heroes of the Storm didn't really interest me, but Overwatch. I'm really into Overwatch. So like I've been
Do you
trying to keep
mean
my
really
eyes on
into
BlizzCon.
and literally into the beta?
Literally into the beta.
He's in the beta.
God, I just hate this. We've had like 3 episodes on Overwatch in like a row. with this one now, and it's like only one of us has played it. God damn.
Well, Fats has played it.
Oh,
Fats
Fats
has
is-
played it before.
I
I
also
have
hate
enjoyed
Fats.
me some Overwatch, but that was months and months ago.
I know there was no
Whereas
junk ratties.
Pbat just gets off the podcast. Hey guys, on Overwatch, I can play it.
Actually, Fats, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
When you played Overwatch at PAX, did Bastion have his old alt? Because Bastion had a completely different alt than he does now.
His old ult is Junkrat's ult. Yes,
No.
it was. It was a thing that you controlled that blew up.
Well, no. What it was kind of like a remote mine that you placed on the ground, and it came up and did like kind of like a stationary Reaper ult, like an area of effect, kind of
No,
like.
he didn't have that.
Yeah, he did. I was
Yeah, he did.
watching.
No,
the,
when I played it.
Oh, when you played it, okay.
What did he
okay,
have?
got you. He probably
I
had the
don't
tank thing
remember
that he has
because I
now.
didn't play him.
Oh, I remember that one.
But
I mean,
don't
they
remember
conceptually
seeing that.
placed that onto Junkrat's ult, the tire.
Yeah.
Speaking of Overwatch, though, 3 new characters.
Yeah,
We
baby.
Yes.
We got Genji, brother of Hanzo, robot ninja who throws shurikens, aka the actual Sasuke. Hates his brother, wants revenge for his clan. Against his clan, actual Sasuke. The love of my life,
May
who
the
is
Bay.
May the Bay Johnson.
May the Bay Johnson.
Just like The Rock. May is my wife, 100%. She has Ymir Wall, if you've played Smite. You know that Ymir is known for his giant wall of ice. She has that. And it's pretty awesome.
And
She
her
has
ult
like
is
She's
a-
Blizzard.
Mrs. Freeze.
Her ult is
Her
Blizzard.
ult is company.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Company, go.
Just fucking
Blizzard.
like Warcraft subscriptions fly out of it, deal damage in a circle. Blizzard always does that. I was wondering when they were gonna add the Blizzard skill to this game. They did it.
And the final character is Diva. D.Va, who is a tiny Korean woman inside a giant mech.
Yes.
She's a StarCraft player.
She's a
Like, that's
StarCraft player.
her lore.
She's an
Yeah.
she's an actual player.
God, that's like unbelievable. Like, talk about egotistical for BlizzCon. Fuck you. I mean, don't fuck you, Blizzard. Please let me into the beta. Don't bite, please.
It sucks that they're not inviting more people into the beta until after BlizzCon, though.
They probably will with the new characters. They find out what accounts are inactive.
Well, yeah, but-
all that.
No, but just
This
not
is just
weekend.
me putting myself to
Yeah.
sleep at night.
Yeah. They tweeted saying that they won't invite more people to the beta until like after BlizzCon is done. But apparently, because Dyrus texted and said, because Dyrus is at BlizzCon.
He texted you?
Yeah, well, yeah. And there was like
You're
apparently
so famous, Pbat.
That's not what motherfucker. That's not what I meant. Apparently,
Go ahead.
Genji is like really OP.
Really?
I would expect so.
Apparently,
His-
Genji
his-
is really strong.
He's a fucking Jedi. He was blocking bullets in his trailer. Like, come on.
No, he was not blocking bullets. He was reflecting them.
Yeah. Does
And
it?
he
You have
can-
to aim the
He can
reflect.
choose where they bounce to.
Same
Oh, okay.
thing.
Okay.
So pyros can do that in TF2.
Didn't they?
Yes, it's a great skill. I got a video on my YouTube channel of me
They
reflecting
can
a
reflect
rocket
projectiles, not
to
bullets.
rocket jump.
I didn't know that.
See, he seems like the type of character I want to play because I love playing Zero in Borderlands and I love the reset mechanic on his dash. Ugh, I just love that like melee stuff. But I'm upset to hear he's OP as shit. Then again, what does Dyrus know about video games?
I don't know about OP, but like he's really overtuned right now. But then again, like he literally just dropped, right? Like
Well,
they're
I
only
can,
playing
I
in
can
the
explain
BlizzCon.
his kit to give you
Yeah,
a reason
yeah,
as to
yeah.
why. His shurikens are 3. He throws them in bursts of 3 before he does like a tiny little quote-unquote reload to pull more out. There's no drop on them. They are straight where he throws them.
Okay.
No
Makes
drop
sense.
at all. So if he wants to headshot you with his ninja stars, he can.
Do they do headshot damage?
Most likely.
I
Most
think-
things in
I
the game
think-
do.
Yeah, pretty much everything does headshot damage.
Except for rockets, they took that out from
Well,
Pharaoh.
that,
did they?
no, that
Yes.
would make sense.
Yeah, because it's stupid.
If they hit you in the body, it's a headshot.
Yeah.
But no drop on that. His dash, where he cuts through people and puts bleed on them, has a relative. I think it's like a 8-second cooldown usually. But if he kills somebody, if they not even if he kills them with the initial dash, but if he kills them with the bleed out as well, it gets reset.
Does it
Meaning
reset
he-
from other kills and stuff too?
I don't
Or
think so.
just the ability?
as long as he uses it on somebody and they die? Yes.
Oh.
It resets.
Oh, that's pretty broken.
So
Wait
he has
on
the
them.
mobility of Yasuo, which means I hate him already.
Yeah.
As I said, he can reflect things to wherever he wants to reflect them to, and his ultimate is he pulls out a sword and he cuts people.
Yeah, and insta
Granted,
kills.
the sword is not insta-kill, which most people were scared of,
It does
because they
though.
showed in his trailer it's not an insta-kill. It's not an insta-kill.
It's not.
No. It does about 150 damage per slice, which is still ridiculous.
Yeah.
Meaning
So
he
two
can kill
hits for
Tracer.
any carry. Yeah.
Yeah, he can kill Tracer, he can kill Zenyatta if he feels like it, but 2 hits for everybody else. Still, it probably has a way faster firing rate, aka his swing rate, than it showed in that trailer. Overall, he's ridiculous. To go over the kits of the other characters in comparison,
Yeah.
Diva's in a big mech.
Diva's
Her
ult though.
she shoots. When she shoots, it's rapid fire. There's no reload, but she walks really slow while she's shooting.
Yeah.
Like really slow, like down to almost a halt. She has a shield like Reinhardt does, a quote unquote shield. Actually, she shoots projectiles out of the air, which is better than Reinhardt because Reinhardt has a shield, which means splash damage to Farrah can
But
still
isn't she
hit the
rooted when
teammates.
she puts it up though?
No, I don't know. They just showed her not moving.
Yeah.
We don't know if she's rooted,
Mhm.
but she's able to shoot all of Farrah's ultimate rockets out of the air. She feels like it.
Yep.
She has 400 health. She's the tank. And her ultimate is she walks up and she ults. She jumps out of her mech. The mech counts down from 5, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Explodes in the big radius. And then you play as Diva outside of her suit while trying to build up your ability to recall your ultimate.
It
She does have
seems-
a gun. She's like Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh boy.
That'd
Her
be
ult
fun,
seemed-
right?
I don't know how much damage her ult does, but like it showed her killing Reinhardt in one.
Given the fact that it's a 5-second cooldown in an FPS, like 5-second detonation, it's probably
Yeah.
insta kill.
Yeah, I would
At
assume
least
so.
close enough.
I would definitely assume.
Because
so.
it's going to be real hard to get hit by that unless you're in a good position.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't quite tell when she's out of the mech if her ult charges a little bit faster because her kit's relying on it,
Mhm.
or does it?
It would most likely charge faster based on... I mean, her gun didn't do that much
how does
damage.
she call it? Is calling it down her ultimate?
When
Does
she's
she
out
need
of it,
it-
yes, it's her ultimate.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what I thought. So it seems like it recharged faster.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would make sense.
And the final character, May the Bay Johnson, of course. It's gotta always be that, because
May
has to be.
Bay Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's gotta be that way. Her gun is a...
Ice
I don't know,
thrower.
we
It's like a
call it a
flamethrower,
stream.
like the pyro
Yeah, like
flamethrower.
the Pyro's flamethrower.
Longer
except
range, more narrow.
It freezes them.
It's like the medic gun, but reverse.
Yes.
Freezes them. She has your mirror wall, as I already explained. And I don't know what else, because I'm in love with her just design. I don't care
She's
about the
got
rest
ice
of her kit.
block. She goes immune for 3 seconds
And heals.
and heals up.
Very similar to if anybody plays Dota, there's a
Lissandra.
character Well, there's a character called Winter Wyvern who does basically the same thing, but she can use it on allies as well, where she encases herself in ice or somebody else in ice, and then they heal over the duration. May is completely immune in that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because the character in Dota, Winter Wyvern's only immune to, I believe, physical damage. Magical damage can still hurt her. But yeah, May is
I wonder if she
completely
could be moved like with Pharah's like knockback or something.
I would
Or,
assume.
like,
I doubt
charge.
Yeah, I would assume she's completely untargetable.
I mean, like I'm saying, what happens if Reinhardt charges her when she's immune? Like, will he go through? Will he stop?
No idea, but like it'd probably be one of the two. Either like stop there and won't affect her at all, or just goes through. But I would assume stop. I would assume like there's still a hitbox there.
Body block.
Yeah.
She seems very good. Her wall's on a 10-second cooldown.
And her wall, people can stand on her wall as well. Like she can like lift people up with her wall, which is.
That's a great mechanic to have in an FPS. I feel like any sort of terrain creation in any game, I think is just solid.
It definitely is, and I can already think of. Yeah.
Oh yeah, laugh it up, boys.
That's disgusting.
Joke of the episode.
But like that's really useful because and I can tell you there's one map in the game that me and the people I play with we absolutely despise, and that's Temple of Anubis. And basically it's a 2 capture point thing. Like some maps have payloads, some have 2 capture points, and some have like 1 capture point and then a payload. Temple of Anubis has 2 capture points, and the second capture point B, is like located inside like the actual temple, and there's only 2 ways in to that temple, which is like we think is a little bit weird because it's just so easy to like lock people out with like a half competent team. But there is like a wall on the left side that you can get over, but you need like rarely any characters can because no characters can really get over that height. Like Pharah, Hanzo, Widowmaker, and Winston. But with May, she can basically use that wall to lift people up and get over that wall, which would be really useful. So I'd really like to see what she can do to like kind of open up new paths at choke points for her team. I think that'd be really cool. No other character can really do that right now.
She's only got 2 damaging abilities. Her gun, right, and her ultimate. Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much just control, zone control, and all that. So
yeah, I dig.
It's going to be cool to see her.
She's a defense hero, correct? She has to
be. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, she is.
With all the CC in the wall.
Her ult was Zarya ult.
Oh, by the way, Genji can reflect Zarya ult.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Get the hell out of here.
He's
That's
Yasuo.
insane.
He's actually just Yasuo.
He can reflect
madness.
everything in the game.
So he has wind wall. He has
he has
like
directional reflecting wind wall.
God damn.
I hate Yasuo. Now,
Not to mention he's
I'm
mobile.
not gonna play Overwatch.
Oh yeah, he can also dash upward too.
What?
Dash vertically.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I wonder, like, see, using your ult with the dash. Imagine like ulting, right? So your swords, you have to whip your sword out, dashing up into the air above somebody when they can't see you, dropping down, slice.
Huh.
Done.
Then dash again.
Yeah, and this I think goes back to.
Chat says he can reflect. Oh, sorry, one sec. About fucking Genji can also reflect McCree ult, which is
Jesus.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Oh my god. Yeah, and this goes back to the issue where I wish they just gave more information on the abilities, which maybe they'll add, who knows, but like right now it's just a little bit too vague in the tooltips. Like it doesn't give as much information as I would like. It's kind of like there's kind of like I said, there's just not enough information. Like it'll say like this is what the ability does, just like the core basics of it, but it doesn't give you like the how long is it on cooldown, what's the distance, like how does it affect other abilities? Like I wish they would just kind of show that kind of thing, because I don't think it says, for example, on Genji's dash that he can dash upwards.
Right.
You would assume that he can only dash, like on a horizontal plane. But yeah, I would like to see more information on that kind of stuff.
They said today too that they're gonna patch the heroes in next week or this coming week.
Really?
Yes.
Ah, I didn't know that. I'm gonna be able to play them.
Lucky you, Pbat.
I'm gonna be able to play.
I'm willing to
life is great.
bet Tuesday. I don't know, something. I just feel like it could be Tuesday. I don't know why.
Sorry, fucking Fallout.
No, it's their maintenance day.
Oh.
They always do shit on Tuesdays. I mean, it's possible they're recovering from BlizzCon and then they don't do anything.
Yeah.
You know. Also,
speaking of Fallout,
I don't want to get there yet. I want to talk about we got a model for Overwatch, pay model, right? So they're doing pre-purchasing, Right now, you can pre-purchase the Origins Edition for PC for $60, or you can pre-purchase the game for $40. People are fucking pissed.
Because people are greedy as
They're
hell.
stupid.
Well,
They're
okay.
stupid.
They're pissed for two reasons. One, because of the beta, the lack of clarity, and how everything was working, right? I get that a little bit, but at the same time, like, you can't expect to get in. But please let me in if someone from Blizzard is watching.
Let me in, please.
You can't expect to get in, right? But, so they're salty. And then they were, like, they've got a game, right? And all they're promising is, people were... Sorry, when the pre-purchase first went live, they did not make any indication of what the pay model was. They were not sure if you were going to buy heroes or you'd have to do anything like that. And people were pissed. Like, why would you create the ability to buy something if we don't know what the full product is? And people were salty. But now, we know. We know it's going to get you the first 21 heroes. How many heroes are we? Are we close to 21?
We're at 18 right now.
18 with these three? That'd be 21.
With these three, is going to be 21, yeah.
Okay. That was one thing I was unsure of. I'd have to do math. I did pre-purchase it.
Yeah, there's 5 carries, there's 5 defense heroes, there's 4 tanks and 4 supports.
Okay.
Now 5 tanks.
There's also no indication if pre-purchasing the game will get you into the beta. Usually Blizzard does this sort of thing. If you remember, if you pre-purchased one of the WoW expansions, I think you got into the Diablo beta, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Something like that. There's no word, anything like that. That's the question I'm sure everyone's really asking. That's what I want to know. I bought it as soon as it went live. Before it went live, before they announced it, I was like...
If it gets me in, I'll be pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I haven't bought it yet. I should buy that now.
So, more than likely they're moving towards a expansion model, is my understanding.
Mm.
There's a lot of speculation that it's actually going to be a lot like CSGO, where you buy the game and then there's additional cosmetic stuff afterwards that you can also purchase.
Yeah, yeah. Because, I mean, they've already announced skins and stuff like that, so, like, that's clearly going to be a thing, but they could do other things like fonts. Sprays are already in the game, but, like, right now it's just, like, the little Overwatch logo. So, I don't know if that's going to be customizable, because it's also going to be on consoles, and I don't know how you'd...
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the other big news. It's going to be on consoles.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Blizzard's trying to squeeze some money. I get it.
And to be fair, they kind of have to, considering this is like the remnants of like the thing they've been working on for 10
MMO.
years.
Yeah.
Okay, to be clear, they have a good track record for working on consoles. Diablo 3 is excellent on PS4 and whatnot, and it was always good.
Mm-hmm.
It just plays well in that setting.
Are we including StarCraft 64 in this track record, or are we ignoring?
No. Yeah, we're very consciously ignoring that. But
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Please let us in the beta. What do you call? I'm glad they decided to go with like an expansion-based model, whether it be new heroes and whatnot. You know, they're not restricting the heroes because in an FPS setting, part of the ability is like we're getting schooled by this Widowmaker, right? So we need a Reaper to get in her face. We need another Widowmaker. The ability to switch heroes is super important, and they do honor that. Fucking what's his face? Jeff Kaplan, the game director. I have the quote up here, actually, the article. If you've played a lot of Overwatch, you know that hero switching mid-match is a core part of it, and it's a really fun, dynamic part. The difference maker between Overwatch and other games is the fluidity in the team compositions and matching what the other team's doing. So thank God he gets it. God bless Jeff.
Jeff.
Because that's an important part to keep like the gameplay going, right?
Yeah.
And like they've kind of admitted that like they don't have much more of a plan besides these 21 heroes. I don't buy that. Of course, they probably have ideas. I think it's going to be like an expansion-based model, just like Hearthstone. $20. Here's a single-player campaign. $25. Here's another single-player campaign. But instead, it'll be heroes with cosmetics being purchasable.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think they have ideas, but they don't want to like say anything and then like end up switching it. You know, they want to be like 110% sure.
That's the Blizzard way. That is absolutely the Blizzard way for the most part. They will not release any information, and every single time that they do release any information on something that they're not sure about, it bites them in the ass. Virtually every time. So
I have hope for Overwatch. I hope it doesn't get stale. That's a fear. Like Evolve, like Titanfall. You know what I mean? We've got an FPS once we've seen everything.
Woof.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to say the E word, Fats. The console thing is good, I think, for the game, because it's like when you're a company as large as Activision Blizzard and you triple the size of your market, especially in a market where people are more inclined to have their younger audience, parents are more likely to just buy their games, it makes sense. They're going to make some money on that. because they're not making that much with WoW right now. Speaking of WoW, actually, this week they said they're no longer going to release the subscriber numbers for WoW because it's down to 5.5 because this expansion sucks. Chris, I'm sorry. I know you're still playing it.
I mean, I know it sucks. Like, it's... I would know. I'm still playing the game. It's not a good expansion. They fucked up almost everything that they possibly could fuck up.
It was the
with this
golden
expansion.
child. Like, it was so... I'm telling you, I never had a better time with the game. I played the beginning of the expansion. The leveling experience was awesome. The, the garrisons were excellent when it first started, but it fell off because they forced us to do the same raids over and over again for endgame content. And their PvP, their world PvP was the most half-baked thing I've ever seen. It was so buggy. I was one of the first people on the server to hit level 100, and I spammed that BG when it was exploitable, and I got like thousands. I honor capped the first week, so I had all the PvP gear way ahead of time.
They made a number of mistakes with the way that they gated virtually all the progression in the game. Dungeons didn't matter after you got all your heroic gear, so there's no reason to do dungeons. Raids, you could only go through once a week, obviously. Garrison missions gated a lot of the content, which they said they weren't going to do at first. And for those of you who don't know, Garrison missions is literally Farmville.
Yes. It's a mobile game.
The Garrison is actually Farmville. So they put Farmville in World of Warcraft and said, hey, this is your main content base for the expansion. And yeah, that was not a good idea. Everyone hated it. And that's why they had 10 million people. Yeah. 10 million when Sam and I were playing together.
Please,
now they're
call
down to
me
5.
Smatter.
Sorry.
Adorable.
Chris.
But yeah, they lost 5 million subscribers in the last, 8 months. It's...
Yeah.
I don't know. They made a lot of design decisions that just went against all the progress they made from Burning Crusade onwards.
And it's a shame, too. It's just it was started off great. I didn't mind the garrisons being kind of grindy to start. I was like, okay, we'll get a raid in, a month of expansion. We didn't. We got it 3 or 4 months later. Correct?
BlackRock? Something like that.
Yeah, it's quite frankly awful. We have high hopes for Legion, though. They did release some of the features today for Blizzcon, some of the stuff, plus in addition to what we already knew. The thing that's the release date is what scares me the most.
Well, I was just about to bring that up. It's this time next year, basically.
Yeah, they admitted they fucked up this expansion, right? They've got 3 raids now. What the fuck is going to happen? They have to put all their resources into the new game, right? So what are they going to release in the next year? It's madness. It doesn't, there's no reason to keep playing.
All the content in World of Warcraft right now is the content you're going to have until... It's probably not going to be as late as September. This expansion came out ahead of time, too, so it'll probably be, August.
Yeah.
But it's an awfully long time. That's going to put this end of tier, or end of game, rather, raid at almost Wrath of the Lich King level. Except that it's not as good as ICC.
Yeah, ICC was fun. It was a kind of a major lore moment, too, Ugh.
Yeah, as opposed to Retcon City.
Legion is looking good. The Demon Hunter class, everything they showed today and yesterday looks excellent. The artifact weapons, they fleshed out a little bit more. They showed more stuff, so you'll be you'll be bringing a weapon with you throughout the expansion, powering it up, and that will give you access to active abilities as well as passive abilities, which is super cool. People are a little peeved that, there's no weapon drops, everyone's going to look the same. You do have some customization over the colors and whatnot. In addition, you will be dropping, I think they're relics or something. You can get relics, which are items, so it's you're still getting weapon drops. That'll do different things, which is good. They're trying to put more focus on, the classes and the class halls. Each class will have its own, area with class-based quests and content. It sounds like they're overpromising. I will not be burned again. But I will probably play it because I played every WoW expansion.
What I think they're trying to do, and if you watch the trailer, this kind of factors into it. I think they're beginning to realize that the whole idea that unfortunately they've pretty much made the entire industry get behind too, of this 2-faction thing,
is
kind of pointless now. They implemented a mode in WoW called Mercenary Mode where you can queue as the other faction for PvP.
Wait,
if
what?
your
I don't
queue
even know
time
about
sucks.
this.
Yeah, and they've said that they're probably going to be putting in a Mercenary Mode for PvE too, which makes you kind of think, why the fuck am I even Alliance or Horde at this point? And why in the game's lore do we still care about being Alliance and Horde?
And that was a major point of of Mists, right? The Alliance vs. Horde thing was amped up through Cataclysm and into Mists.
But now you have Varian and Sylvanas having an epic fight against demons on a beach.
I mean, I get it, like, the teaming up. I mean, granted, they need to change it up, though. I mean, the formula is kind of played.
That's why that's why I think they're trying to really focus on class identity, though. They're going to try to bring it into class identity and kind of start to move away from faction identity. Because the whole faction thing actually makes it harder to play with other people. Yeah. As awesome as faction identity is for, shit like For the Horde and all that.
I'm just upset. I was like, when I saw the release, and I was like, okay, they're gonna kill WoW, and they have to hit this one out of the park to bring it back. But they can,
I mean, this MMO has defied all expectations for MMOs.
Over and over. It's still gonna be a cash cow, I think, no matter what.
Well, they're still making money on it.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think the movie's gonna do for the popularity of the game?
Oh God.
Okay.
The fucking movie trailer. Who saw that? Y'all saw it, right?
I saw it, but I could be like, oh, that's so epic. But I don't play the game, so I don't know. Like,
here's the main issue with the movie and World of Warcraft. So, even ignoring the fact that it's a video game movie and CG, it just ignore the actual details about the movie, except for this one fact: the movie is set back Warcraft 1-2 era,
yes,
not now. So the story is so far gone from what the movie is going to be focusing on that I don't understand why they chose to go that far back in the story. People are going to watch the movie.
It's the boring part of the story too.
Yeah, I want to go and play this epic story with orcs and humans, and that hasn't been a thing.
The CGI looks like ass too. It looks like a CGI fuckfest. Even the worlds look fake. The orcs look just fucking awful. The humans look so weird with them. It's just like, I would rather people in makeup, practical makeup. You can CGI the fight scenes, but the fact that they are like fully generated, it looks awful. And they did it in the same style of the game, and it looks so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, the movie's gonna do well, right?
More than likely, it's probably not going to do amazing, but it's probably going to do well. It's going to do as good as it needs to. It's going to come
out in the summer, right? So it'll be just before the expansion. So they'll still pull money.
They're going to get every single WoW subscriber to go because they'll put some kind of in-game benefit on that ticket stub somehow.
Oh yeah.
Get an in-game pet if you put your ticket stub on Battle.net, and get a Heroes of the Storm mount and 2 Hearthstone cards.
Oh, fucking kill me.
That's what they're gonna do. That guarantees them like 4 million ticket sales right there, times the 3D charge on the ticket. So, they'll make their money back on it probably, especially in like China, which is actually where movies make their money now.
I don't know how much money Blizzard actually even put out for that too. Like a studio did. It's Legendary Pictures, so it's like, you know what I mean. It's like they put the money up, they just pay for the license, and Blizzard will throw in some free marketing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not. I don't think it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah, and like it was in development hell for a while because like they had was Sam Raimi on that at some point.
Well, here's the thing. I talked to a friend of mine about this, Steve.
Was it Dyrus? Was it over text? Text from Dyrus.
So I talked to a friend of mine, Steve, and he plays a lot of World of Warcraft still. And he pointed out 2 things. A, the director who's doing it has a really good track record so far. Most of his movies are really good. And the fact that apparently he's just like a huge World of Warcraft nerd. Like, he still plays World of Warcraft every day. He has been playing World of Warcraft since basically its release. And, like, apparently he's just, like, super into the story, super into the lore. So, like, maybe you can kind of trust that. Like, maybe he cares about what he's doing.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the biggest reasons that a lot of video game movies flop is that the directors kind of just do it because they realize, oh, this is popular, let's do something with this. Like, I'm not sure if you realize this, but back in the day, I'm referencing the Super Mario movie here, like a really, really bad one.
Oh,
the fungus is choking the city! There used to be dinosaurs in Brooklyn. There used to be Dodgers here, too. I know all the lines from that fucking film.
I mean, yeah, it was bad. The thing about that is the director of that movie actually wanted to make like kind of a movie about like a dystopian kind of setting and stuff like that. And at around the same time, Nintendo wanted to make a Mario movie, and they had approached him to direct it, and he realized this might be a good idea. I'm getting money from them. I'm like, this might be my chance to make the movie I want to make.
Give me John Leguizamo.
He took that idea of this dystopian movie he wanted to make and combined it with the Mario movie because he's like, oh well, now I have the money, now's my chance. So like that's the reason it failed so bad, is because he didn't really care about Mario, and I think that's the reason that a lot of video game movies fail, is because the directors don't really care about the games. They just see a very popular IP and they want to do something with it. But they care about Mario, and I think that's the reason that a lot of video game movies fail, is because the directors don't really care about the games. They just, see a very popular IP and they want to do something with it. But with this, the director actually cares about the universe. He cares about the story. So,
I mean,
who
the
knows?
Warcraft lore has a lot of great stories in it, so, like, it'll hold. I just worry about presentation and watering down, and I think the CGI is, like, has a chance to blow it. It might be so distracting.
That's fair. I kind of grazed. Like, I saw the trailer, but I wasn't really focusing, so I didn't really notice anything too bad about the CGI. But I'm sure if I go back and look, probably not the greatest, but
just compare it to some Warcraft cinema CGI, and you'll see the main issue with it, which is that it looks like an in-game cinematic with real people in it.
Okay.
And then compare it to like the quests where like you can't move the characters, but you're still in game. Those types of cinematics, and that's what you got.
But really, that sounds awful. Okay. You can't really. I guess you can't really make the judgment until it's actually dropped, right? You can make assumptions, but
yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. We're gonna prejudge and make assumptions, and that's what makes the world go round. Pbat, do you ever play WoW?
Like for the first 5 levels. Like I tried, but I never got into it.
Yeah, you black as hell.
I tried twice, and I was like, nah, this ain't doing it for me. I'm going back to San Andreas.
Nah, man, I'm gonna go stack some blocks on top of each other.
All right, good night, guys.
Triggered.
Pbat blocks.
Soon.
So moving on from the Blizzard universe, which by the way, I used to trash before we move on. I used to trash Hearthstone, but now I find myself playing it all the time on the bus because it's really good.
Terrible.
It's really good on mobile, and I've spent more money than I care to admit on it.
Hearthstone's
Okay, Sev.
But I don't know. It's too RNG for me. I really like Duelist.
That is my
problem.
problem.
If you haven't played Duelist, it's really fun.
Is that like a hair app?
Duelist is.
Duelist.
So think of
Come on, laugh, black people.
No, I get it. It's just
terrible.
I'm trying to connect.
Think of Hearthstone, but combine it with Final Fantasy Tactics, where you play your cards, but they turn into little minions on this big board, and you move them around, and you can position them properly, and you can surround people and attack, and it's just really cool.
Rest in peace, Advent Saga.
Rip. But it's really good. It's really good.
I don't know. I think Hearthstone does a good job of boiling down the things I found fun about Magic the Gathering and makes it quick.
Yeah.
But yes, the RNG is way too much. But at the same time, because it's a digital platform, it allows them to do things you couldn't do in a traditional card game with randomized mechanics, summoning random, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing. You can have some fun with it. But yeah, I had $50 that I won, or that I got with my new phone for the Google Play credit, and I spent it all on Hearthstone packs. No shame. Damn. I like the solo adventures on the bus, alright? And the challenge modes.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry Blizzard, please let me into the beta for Overwatch. Thanks. Moving on from Blizzard content, and I will not move on from Blizzard content if I get an email within the next maybe 12 seconds inviting me to Overwatch beta. But Fallout 4 lands on Tuesday, and Chris, you hate it.
I don't care about Fallout.
Yeah,
Fallout
right?
Me neither.
Fallout is... I've tried to play the more recent Fallout game. Well, 3 in particular, but New Vegas is just reskin 3.
3 came out in 2008, 2009.
Okay, I tried to play Fallout 3 at least once a year, if not more, since it came out. And the game is so boring.
What don't you like about it?
It doesn't engage me at all. I feel like there's just nothing happening in the world. I walk out into the world and it feels like a wasteland, and I don't care about any of the characters. And I understand that it's supposed to be a wasteland, but then I play Skyrim, and yeah, that's like fucking wilderness with bears and shit in it, but it feels like a populated place. Whereas Fallout 3 just feels like a game setting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be fair, that's true. It's entirely justifiable.
Combat's a little weird too. I get it. It's slow and.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why in my most recent playthrough for Fallout 3, I'm not using VATS, which is like they're like stop time, and you can like aim your shots at the.
I love VATS though.
I know I love it, but like I every time I play it, I use it, and I wanted to see what it would be like using without it. But that is entirely justifiable, Chris. I really kind of agree with that. And yeah, of course, it's supposed to be a wasteland, but like I can understand where it's like you play that, and then you play something like Skyrim, which is like really lush and beautiful, and it's got all these like really detailed worlds.
It's an ancient world, you know what I mean? With like,
and it also feel like every two steps you take in Skyrim, there's something to do. Like there's always some like quest or Dwemer ruin or I don't know, there's a barrow or something. The world feels full, whereas like I go out into Fallout 3, you get out of the first vault. And you're supposed to go find your dad, but why do I care about my dad? I saw him in like 3 cinematics for maybe a grand total of like 4 minutes screen time. Like going up through the intro, and I'm supposed to care about finding this guy. Okay, so I just want to explore the world, but there's nothing there. There's no like incidental events are very few and far between, and then you also have the really bizarre stuff where if you're playing on higher difficulties, you'll just have some asshole with a sawed-off shotgun 20 miles off one-shot you with VATS when you can't see him. So I don't know. They made some questionable decisions with it. I can understand why people fall in love with it because I see what they've done with other titles, but for me, I've tried so hard to like the game and I just can't get into it. And that's not ignoring all the software bugs and everything.
If it makes you feel better, they're going for more immersion and story-based stuff in Fallout 4. Your character will talk.
I mean, if someone wants to give me a copy of the game, sure, but I'm not going to spend $60 on it. I'll wait for a Steam sale.
See,
I'm doing a giveaway. I have 5 copies.
You have a chance to win.
Oh boy!
Just give me one.
Five copies, and we're gonna be giving them away on the 10th. But that's another topic. Continue on. Sorry.
So they're focusing more on story, right? And the thing that people are worried because like people like to play their own characters to role play, and yes, you can still do that with a variety of ways to build your character. And I'll get on combat in a sec, but I like that formula. The thing I think that made The Witcher so good is that Geralt is a character and he reacts like Geralt would react, not like you would react, and he has real relationships and he has feelings about people. You know what I mean? It's a very real contextual thing, and I think that will help the Fallout universe. I really do.
I feel like one of the reasons that's so good at this point in gaming is because even like in games like Mass Effect, they still have to have like a very kind of boilerplate approach to how you interact with people. There's I'm neutral, I am burning down an orphanage, or I am saving a whole bunch of kittens.
Yeah.
It's like because it's very hard to actually have an infinite number of scenarios so that you can react any way you actually would in real life. You have to have you can only afford to hire these voice actors for a certain amount of time. You can't write a million lines of script, so you only have a certain number of responses. So if you have a game like Fallout where you're not even expressing a personality, you can only give people a few options because you just simply don't have the time to give them a million different options.
Yeah.
But if you have someone like Geralt who has a personality, it lends all of those scenes a lot more, depth.
Yeah.
Because now you have a real person doing all of these things instead of just hitting the one key and dialogue scrolls.
Yeah, exactly, and that's one of the things Cyan chat made a really good point, is that like in those games you are set as that character, right? Like that is the character you're playing as, whereas in like a Bethesda game you're playing the character you want to play. You make this character. This is kind of your thing, so they can't really feasibly set this one personality on this character. Albeit you're getting a voice actor in Fallout 4 now, so there's going to be a lot more character and personality.
Actors, you can play as a chick.
I guess.
Female.
Bitchcon, woo!
Bitch.
And one thing I'd actually like to note about that, in what they mentioned, with the difference between male and female, is that they're actually going to react differently to certain situations. Like they'll still have the same response, but the way they go about that response is going to be slightly different whether you're male or female. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that.
That was a thing in New Vegas as well. If you choose a female character, you can sleep with one of the main enemies early, and you can forego and steal an item from him, the chip.
I didn't know that.
They do treat that pretty well. I hope they can nail it though. I it looks like they're making combat improvements. I looked at the full perk and talent. The perk trees are released. You can look at them.
I didn't want to.
People are like, oh, it's spoilers, but like, I want to plan a little bit and build my character. You have access to skill perks based upon how far you've gone down into a particular skill. So like fucking intelligence and all that. And then you can put additional points to rank up that individual skill, and that'll get you greater things, more stuff, and it does look good and interesting. I fear that some of them are just flat stats, but at least the final tier of some of them are good. But my problem with Bethesda is this game uses the same engine, Skyrim. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Combat is dice rolls. I know that all of these games are based on RPGs with dice rolls and RNG and all that, but it just feels so static, and that's why Fallout does a little bit better, right? Because it's more of an FPS. It has VATS. You can set traps. You can sneak grenades in people's pockets and all that shit. But it still feels like, you know, you swing, you throw a punch, it does damage. You know what I mean? They don't react.
Yeah.
I worry about that.
And that's understandable. That's entirely understandable, yeah.
I don't know. That's the only thing that truly worries me. My problem with Fallout is, right, every time I like, oh, I love this game. I go back and play it, right? And I play 2 hours, and I have to go through all the beginning nonsense. Just so
you can mod that out on PC.
I know. I'm saying, but like, I still do the same. I still do the same thing. I want to get farther into the story. There's a lot of excellent side quests and things I haven't done that I know are awesome. It's. I guess I don't know what I'm going here. I like it. I do like the combat. I love that, but I always build the same fucking character. And you know what kind of character I'm going to build? I'm going to build a fucking woman who sneaks and snipes people with pistols. That's what's going to happen.
That's what I was doing in my most recent one. One of the funnest things I did in Fallout 3, God.
Good.
One of the fun things I did in Fallout 3 was I made an unarmed character, which I'm hoping you can do in Fallout 4.
You can, yeah. There are talents for it.
Okay, cool. Because, like, I really enjoyed making an unarmed character and just punching people's heads off. Like, that was fun for me.
Oh,
that's psychopath.
I will say this. In Fallout 3, I do love the disproportionate response of body parts to being injured by very small weapons. So
yeah,
I think I was doing like a kill everyone run, and this is right when you're first doing the escape from the vault, and the friendly vault guard is running up to you to tell you he's going to help you escape, and I think I shot his head with a BB gun. And his head exploded.
Yeah, BB gun is the first weapon.
Just exploded in gore. That was a BB gun. It wouldn't even like dent his head. What the hell? I hope that actually stays in, because that kind of campy stuff is funny.
Well, that's what Fallout. That's part of Fallout's universe, though.
Yeah.
It goes from like super serious drama sometimes to like fucking goofy '60s sci-fi film. You know, like that's what's fun about the universe. The universe is awesome. It did start the whole dystopian future past thing trend. It's the first series that achieved that.
Yeah.
And I do really like it. I do really like the universe.
But it doesn't take itself entirely seriously.
Yes.
Like, there's still that hint of, you know, fun there.
Like the robot, the dick things, and that Run One robot. Yeah, you know.
I don't know what dick thing. Are you sure this isn't a dream you had last night? I don't remember a robot with dick things.
My dream last night was about cockroaches, actually.
Cockroaches with dick things.
I should have just said roaches because
I'm sorry. We call them rad roaches here.
Oh yeah, rad roaches. That's what
God,
they sound like.
That is the sound. That is totally the sound.
Bruh, it's everything. All right, we're running low on time here, so we need to do a hypothetical. It has been suggested by some that we do the Pokemon vs. Lion thing.
Oh god.
No.
I think that's exceptionally stupid.
I was gonna say,
don't do this.
For two reasons. One, because of the subject of what it is, right? And two, because like everyone's heard it by now, and it's been played. And I like the idea of us finding our own hypotheticals. So let me see if I can find one. Fallout's coming out. Guys, throw some words at me.
Pussy.
Penis.
No, you can do better than that, guys. Come
broken
on.
Glass.
Walking on broken glass.
Sherry?
No, you're just saying things that I know, things that we experience together, Fats. Come on, keep trying. More words. Give me some words.
Sailboat.
So, okay. Okay, hey, don't laugh at it. It's the first one we...
Island, sailboat.
Fats, don't laugh. I'm trying to help.
Lighthouse.
Shut up.
Lighthouse?
bitch.
Okay, no, those words are associated. I want something more random.
Okay.
Whole squad gay.
No, you're just, again, saying things that I've said.
Dragon dildo.
That's, something... Why would you say that?
Minecraft.
Tax reform.
Tax reform? Okay, P, we're getting there.
The IRS. No, that's not random enough.
No.
Donald Trump.
No, you're
Donald Trump.
Now you're doing politics. We went from government to politics. Come on, guys.
Kids,
words.
Kids Bop.
No, those
Kids
are terms. They're not. This is difficult. I can't ever do a guided meditation or a fucking hypothetical.
No, your
guys
guided
going nuts.
meditation was great. It was great today.
Thank you.
Murbitch. It was
Murbitch.
amazing.
All right, here we go. Would you rather be unable to breathe above the water, aka a merbitch? Would you rather be a merbitch? And you gotta be female, and you gotta love shopping and jewelry and shit. That's what a merbitch does.
So you gotta be Ariel from.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Glug glug. I'm a merbitch.
Okay, continue.
Or would you rather be just like a super muscular, like large male fish, but you're a full fish?
So would I rather be
Yeah.
a fish?
No, a fucking ripped fish. A
Yeah,
ripped fish.
How can a fish be ripped though? That's my question. Like,
It's
is it
a
like
regular
big
fish.
ass scales, fucking shiny scales that bulging.
That doesn't make any sense. This doesn't work.
No, okay, listen. Merbitchers are created, right? The big fucking fish, they mate with humans, and then we get merbitches. They mate with valleygirls.
Okay, so hold on, because there's kind of a contradiction here. Because you're saying, would you rather be a merbitch who can't breathe above water, or would you rather be a full fish which also can't breathe above water?
But you can talk, but you're male, and like these are the types of people that are gonna copulate with the merbitches.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Fine,
I'd rather be the fish to fuck the
I was gonna
merbitch.
say.
Wait. Let me rephrase it. If the merbitch is like a valley girl who's like fucking half bitch, got shells on her tits, half fish,
Oh my fucking god.
I can't deal with that alone.
then the male equivalent needs to be like fucking Guidos. It's just like fat, fucking huge muscular fish, bulging scales with like guinea teeth and cross chains. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that the muscular fish are from the Jersey Shore? Like.
Okay, no, they can travel away from the shore. They can go deep sea too. They can do Jersey deep sea.
Hey, we're in deep Jersey.
Yo, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Let me show you something. Yeah, I like your little fucking shells on your tits. Stop. I just got these. Will you buy me more? That's what they do. Okay, so which would you rather be?
I would be the Jersey fish.
The Jersey fish?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jersey fish.
Fucking greaseball fish. Fucking fish that you can squeeze and make a cloud of oil in the water.
I'm down.
Jesus.
I'm an oily tuna fish.
All right, P, what are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be the male. I'm gonna be the merbitch. All right.
Yes, bitch.
I'm breaking away from the pack. I'm gonna be the merbitch.
Yeah, let your titties out. let down your hair.
I can't
God
deal with
damn
this
it.
shit, man.
Chris, what do you got?
About Jersey fish? The fuck?
Jersey fish. All right, we did it. I'm also gonna go merbitch.
Hey,
P.
merbitches.
We in there. Let's go get our fucking fucking hair done.
Listen, we're young.
Hair?
We're in the ocean. Waves will open.
Waves will open. We're young, attractive, in the ocean.
God damn it.
God, fucking clams will open. That's a metaphor, because I got one too, bitch. I'm being bad.
Oh my god.
Ah, all right, good.
And
That
that's
was
the line.
a successful podcast. Thank you all for tuning in on an odd night. We will do this again next Sunday. Don't know who's going to be here, but we shall see. You can follow us all at Twitter. I'm at Juice Matter. Fats is at ZooFats, Z-U Fats, like Zubats.
Yep.
Pbat is at Paperbat VG.
Yes.
Cyan is at, well, you're at Juice Cyan now, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. And remember, when you spell Pbat's name, you don't capitalize the B. If you,
You
spell
do
it out.
capitalize it. I'm
Pbat.
so mad.
All right,
I'm
thank
so
you
mad
all.
at you.
It's been super fun. Blizzard, please let me into the Overwatch beta and use
instead of him.